is not the job of government to compete with private business. And there's been a fear of that. There was a fear of that when we started doing the deviated fixed route, or I'm sorry, the call and ride system that we're operating under right now. And Wayne expressed concerns that we were going to be taking business away from him. And yes, we're government subsidized. And so we can do it cheaper than Wayne can do it. And in our conversations, I assured Wayne that that was not our desire, not something we were going to try and do. And I think we have had a reasonably successful relationship whereby Wayne is taking care of his clientele, and we're really dealing with people who are transit-dependent residents of Archuleta County who simply need to get from their home to the hairdresser or to the doctor's office. Yes, sir?
Yeah, I can assure you that that is the case, because the people that are riding your bus, because my wife has driven your bus many times.
Yes.
And she assures me is that absolutely these people cannot afford a taxi, even as cheap as it is.
So
to be a taxi service, there's a $5 million balloon you have to have, which is $5,000 before you even pay that $3,000 a year on that taxi. So when people come to me and they say, $20, you gotta be kidding. I don't make any money at all on a $20 taxi ride from here to downtown. Mm-hmm. I'm doing it as a service to the community, and it's a pain in the butt.
You know, Archuleta County is geographically I think, one of the largest counties in the country as far as how much space, and also very low density population. I attended a CDOT meeting in Colorado Springs back in 1998, and it was going over public transportation and options, and basically the conclusion was until the population density is high enough, it's very difficult to have public transportation, and both you and Wayne are dealing with this. You're both driving to people's houses because that's the only way it could work, because you couldn't have enough bus stops for the density of population.
You know, as Michael said, this is an underwriting relationship. The public provides tax dollars to essentially help provide a service that couldn't be handled in private company. So we understand that it's going to operate at a loss. We're accepting of that. But you don't want to operate at a huge loss if you can operate more efficiently.
Sure.
So ask the people who are not writing it. I don't know how you get that out there, if you use SurveyMonkey online or how you network that. I would ask the community.
You know, Colorado is actually the #1 state in the country for rural transit trips, but what people don't often, you know, people look at the buses and they think, oh, it's for skiers. 80% of those trips are for getting to work. They're employment related. We're required to keep track of all of that stuff, so, you know, we can provide that data. So I just want people to understand that that's really what drives a lot of what we do.
And I know Peter's here representing the Southern Ute, or SUCAP, and they've got the Roadrunner Transit, which serves eastern La Plata County,
right.
Bayfield, Ignacio. I think there's an opportunity there, and I know you know this already, for some coordination between the two of you so that you can get people from Pagosa to Durango or to Ignacio for employment opportunities and such.
And public transportation, whether it's a necessity to provide basic life support, if you will, to go to the store, to go to the doctor, to get to and from someplace that you have to get to and from to survive, that's a need. That's a necessity. And then we have the other issues of, well, we could save money, it could be more convenient, it could increase economic development, tourism, all those kind of things. That's a spectrum. And everybody should be able to use transportation, but those who are using public transportations because of convenience or cost savings, they've got multiple options. There are other people who don't have multiple options. And so I think we just need to keep that in perspective, and what does our community want to place priorities on.